Because the last thing I want is to boot myself into bed, okay? What's up, boils and ghouls? It's your girl, NekomimiKira here, and today, as of recording anyway, it has been officially 4 weeks since my myomectomy. Today I wanted to share with you guys kind of my experience at the hospital, because I had never stayed overnight at a hospital before, so this was an interesting experience. Now, I do want to preface this by saying I love this hospital, I love this staff, my surgeon, my doctor, he is amazing. I couldn't ask for a better doctor. And my sister works at this hospital too, so it was pretty awesome to have her there when I went in. I felt safe, I guess, because she was there, and I knew that, I was in really good hands. So no shade on the hospital or anything like that, okay? Now, I do know from other nurses and things that I follow who are content creators who are hysterical that there are usually like staff shortages and things like that, so I do try to take that into account. I understand that, like, myself and my procedure doesn't make me the center of the hospital universe. I don't want anyone to get any sort of bad ideas as far as that goes. I just, again, I didn't know what to expect from an overnight stay at a hospital because I had never experienced it before. So this was just my personal experience at this specific hospital. Maybe it's different other places. I really don't know, but I just kind of wanted to share my little story that I find kind of funny, So when I first wake up from the surgery, the pain was instant. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know if I was expecting anything. Like, I knew it was gonna hurt, but I thought it was gonna be like a gradual thing where I was gonna be like, ooh, that sucks, that sucks, that sucks. Okay, it sucks. No, I woke up and it was like, boom! I was in so much pain, and I felt so bad because I'm trying not to be one of those people who's like, but I totally was. And like, how's the pain? I'm like 10 across the board, 10. They give me something, it kind of works, kind of doesn't. So they end up giving me 2 doses of whatever they give me for the pain. And then I felt like, okay, I can survive, I can function. Cause holy cannoli, I mean, I get it. I was sliced open, okay? It's not gonna be a walk in the park. Again, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that level of pain that quickly. Thankfully, from that point on, pain management was amazing, okay? They were on top of it. I don't think I felt any sort of pain the whole rest of the time I stayed at the hospital. So after I have to stay in that room until I'm stable, and I guess they make me a bed, I get wheeled to my room. They bring me into a room with another woman. So then I get to the bed, and they hook me up to all of whatever, like, all I have is an IV in my hand. I have an IV in my hand. I'm not hooked up to other things. Like, I'm thinking of movies where you're hooked up to the heart things and the beep beep machines. Like, that's what I'm picturing, and I'm not. I'm just hooked up to one little thing in my hand, and that's essentially it. And a nurse lady comes over. Hi there. I'm gonna be your nurse today, okay? Hi, it's so nice to meet you. So I just wanted to go over everything in case you're confused. So this is your phone, so if you get hungry, just feel free to go ahead, use the menu, and call the kitchen, and they'll bring you up some food. Thank you. So we realized that you're hooked up to a whole bunch of gizmos and gadgets here, so if you want to get up and walk at any point, or if you need help with anything at all, need any of our attention for any reason, just go ahead and push this little button right here, and that'll give us a call, and we'll come and help you out, okay? Is this button? Okay, got it. Now I have a catheter in, okay? I have never had a catheter before, and they wanted to, I guess, keep that for however long, I forget, but they wanted me to be encouraged to walk. I'm hooked up to the cath, and I'm hooked up to the IV, so if I want to try to walk or anything, I have to hit my little call button. And I was only supposed to be there for 1 night. My first night there, after my fiance and everybody leave so that I can get some rest. That is a laugh. Telling someone to get some rest overnight at a hospital. So here's how it went. I don't know what all the bing bings are, because obviously I don't work in the medical field. I don't know what all this stuff is, but I would be laying there, I'd be trying to doze off, but it's really hard for me. I have a really hard time sleeping in places that aren't my home, my bed. Like, I have really, really hard time doing that. And I have insomnia in general, so I'm having a hard enough time as it is trying to sleep. And it seems like every time I got relatively comfortable that maybe I could fall asleep, all of a sudden, and this thing would be going off forever. And it wasn't just mine. It was hers too. Our things would be going off almost in sync. They'd be like slightly off, but they would go off at the same time every time. And she's hitting her call light, I'm hitting my call light, because nobody's coming in to check these things. It's been almost 30 minutes slow. And finally it got to a point throughout the night, because these things kept going off. I don't know if it was like every hour or what the hell it was. I know at one point it went off because my IV bag was empty, so sure, let them know they have to fill it. But the other times it went off, I don't know why. My bag was still full. I don't know why it was going off. And I don't know why her stuff was going off, because there was a curtain. I couldn't see what was going on her side of the room. But they kept going off. We keep having to call the people. Eventually it got to a point where she and I are like kind of laughing to each other about these alarms. She starts screaming into the void with the door open, like, can somebody turn our alarms off? And then we both hit our call button. When somebody answers, we just hold our things up in the air so that the doctors can hear it. Like, can somebody please come shut these off? Please. So again, I'm not saying that we should be the center of the universe, but I don't know if it should be dinging for 20 plus minutes and still nobody is coming to your room. So they come in, they do whatever they're supposed to do, make them turn off, blah, 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 blah. But again, that keeps happening all night. All night. And my roommate even warned me. She's like, nights here are rough. Because she had been there for a very long time. So, I didn't know. I didn't know what I was in for. Okay. So those are annoying as all hell and making it even more impossible for me to sleep. So I'm pretty much like, okay, well, I only have to stay here for one night. So even if I don't get to sleep, it'll be okay. Because the next day I will be in my own bed and I will zonk out so hard, it'll be the best sleep ever. But on top of those alarms going off, there are also people coming in every hour. Hi, hello, so sorry to wake you, but I'm here to take your blood pressure, so if you don't mind just giving me your arm and we can go ahead and get a reading and you go back to resting, okay? Oh, yeah, sure, don't mind me. I wasn't sleeping. Here you go. So every hour I've got somebody coming in, checking my blood pressure, and every however many minutes I've got the alarm dinging to all hell. And I've got my neighbor shouting to try to get people to come. So in the middle of the night, at one point, a lady comes in. I actually have to also take some blood work real quick, so if you don't mind, I'm just going to take that same arm and just... And I was a little confused because nobody else had taken blood. And I was like, all right, fine, you know, do whatever you got to do. And I'm thinking she's going to take it from here like they always do. No. She stabs me right in my hand, right here. Like, this one's already got an IV in it, so I don't know why she didn't take from But, yes, so she takes it from my hand, but as soon as she's done taking, all of a sudden I start shaking. Like, I am vibrating. Oh. And so I hit my call button. Help. Help. Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but as soon as you took my blood work, I'm shaking? You're shaking? Oh. Well, why? I'm sorry, why? I don't know, that's why I called you. I don't know. Like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. You tell me! I don't know what she was, because she was just a person taking vitals, so whenever we had problems, she had to go call in, like, another nurse person, so I don't know who she was, what her job was. I don't know the jobs, guys, okay? I don't know. So she goes and she gets my nurse. I'll go get your nurse. Hi, I'm being told you're dizzy? No, sir, I'm not dizzy. I don't know why she said dizzy. I'm shaking. You're shaking? Why? Why? I don't know. It happened right after she took my blood. So I called you guys. Okay, we'll take your blood pressure again. So he brings the same lady over again to take my blood pressure, blah, 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 blah. Everything's fine. Like, well, we don't know. So I'm just kind of left there vibrating until eventually it stops. So it seemed like nobody cared that I couldn't control my body. Cool. Awesome. Next day rolls around, or morning rolls around finally. My doctor comes in, and he's like, for some reason your blood work's taking a long time to come back. He's like, hopefully that comes back soon so we can decide if we're going to discharge you or not. Plus you gotta have a BM before I can let you go. I'm like, okay. He's like, you got 7 hours. And if in 7 hours you haven't, you gotta stay another night. I was like, I gotta what? So my new nurse of the day comes in. And she's like, what'd your doctor say? And I was like, I have 7 hours to do a BM. Or I have to stay here again. So I'm thinking that now since we have a time frame, and I have a ticking clock to get me the hell out of here, that they're gonna give me something to help me go. They don't. The 7-hour mark hits, and she's like, well, I guess you're staying. I'm like, you have got to be kidding. She waited till the 7-hour mark and then gave me something to try to get me to go. Why didn't you give it to me when I told you I had 7 hours? Because, like, I probably could have gone home. But you waited till the 7-hour mark to be like, okay, now I'm going to give you something to go. Sweet. Awesome. Love that for me. Midnight hits that night. And I still hadn't gone. So a girl gives me something else to try to make me go. Then she disappears. Mind you, this stuff can start working in like 45 minutes. And I am attached to an IV. At this point, they had taken the cath out, which was great. But I was still attached to the IV. So like I need help every time I have to go to the bathroom because I can't go anywhere. I'm attached. So I start panicking because like I'm feeling the grumbles. And I hit my call light. Nothing. And still nothing. It's been 45 minutes, nothing. No one's answering. No one's coming. And I was like, okay, I know she comes back at, I forget what time. I was like, so hopefully everything stays put until she makes her round again since nobody's answering the call light thing. I don't know why you would load somebody up with a whole bunch of stuff to make them poop. And then disappear. Because the last thing I want is to boot myself into bed, okay? I would have ran out of the hospital. Like, you will never see me ever again. No. So finally she makes an appearance and I'm like, oh, hi. I've been trying to call you for over an hour. She's like, oh, you have? I'm like, yes, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, okay. Unhooks my little thing danger. Helps me get out of the bed to the bathroom. I do my business, whatever. I'm like, sweet, this means tomorrow I can go home. Now she disappears again. Here's the thing. I had been going to the bathroom to go like pee for the last like day because they took the cath out. But every time I need help getting out of the bed and getting back into the bed, because again, I just had abdominal surgery. I cannot lift my legs at all. I cannot. I don't need help walking because I don't feel dizzy or anything. I'm fine with the walking. It's getting in and out of bed. So I pull the little help thing in the bathroom. And I stand up and I wait by the door. She comes in, she's like, oh, you're standing up. Well, then why did you pull the call string? Oh, yeah, I was told when I was done to pull the little help string? If you can walk on your own, then don't call us for help. Well, I can stand and I can walk by myself, but I can't get back into the bed by myself. So that's why I call for help. So she begrudgingly helps me. Like, she acted like I was being an inconvenience to her. Like, okay. She was nice the whole rest of the time. It's just for some reason this moment, like, it's not my fault. I can't get in and out of bed by myself, okay? I would love to be able to do that. And 4 weeks later, I still can't get out of bed by myself, and I still need help getting into bed, okay? I'm not through it yet. So she helps me get back into bed. Eventually it gets to a point where they don't even have to hook up my IV anymore, which is great. They just have it there in case I need pain meds or whatever, but they don't hook me up to things. So now if I need to get to the bathroom, I don't need to bother anybody. But yes, I do, because I can't get in and out of the bed by myself. I call at some point when I have to, use the restroom. Somebody helps me get out of bed. I walk myself to the bathroom. I walk over to the bed, and I see, like, a nurse is already helping my neighbor. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll sit on the edge of my bed and I'll wait till she's done, and then I'll ask her if she could just lift my legs so I don't have to call somebody. Because, obviously I'm a nuisance. I am just so annoying needing help to get into bed. So I sat there, and she kept, like, almost stepping on my feet, and I'm trying to move them out of the way. And I'm like, yeah, if you don't mind helping me, I can't lift, like, my legs to get into the bed, so if you don't mind just, like, helping me real quick when you're done. And she kind of like, oh, okay. I would really appreciate it. I'm so sorry. I can't do it. So when she was done, I, scoop, and I try to push, and she's just standing there. And I'm like, can you help? What do you want me to do? Well, I just need your help getting my legs back into the bed. If you don't mind, like, just lifting them. She's like, you need me to lift your legs? I'm like, yes! I need you to lift my legs because I physically can't. So yes, that's why I asked you for help. I need you to lift my legs into bed. Or pretty much where I'm sitting is where I'm staying until I go home. So, yes, I need you to lift my legs. She's... and lifts them at the very tail end as I'm, like, trying to push myself onto the... She lifts, like, the last second. Here you go. You are just a delight. I love you. I'm so glad I'm leaving today because I don't want you as my nurse today. So thank the gods that I got to go home the next day, because if I had to stay through another night of beep boop, beep boop, beep boops, and let me check your blood pressure every 4 or 5 minutes, and the attitude from people that I need help getting my body in and out of bed, well, I'm pretty sure that's part of your job. Like, I physically can't do it. And I'm also told not to do it. Like, everyone's like, do not use your abdominal muscles for the first however long. So no, I cannot lift my legs, and I don't know why it is such an inconvenience for you as my nurse for the day or the night to lift my legs for me in and out of bed. Trust me, I don't want to depend on you, okay? I don't, but I had to. The day I got to go home, I had to be in the wheelchair thing, to get me outside. And I don't know who thought it was a good idea to put tile floor along the whole main entrance of the hospital. But the pain in my abdomen, as I'm going on that freaking wheelchair, I wanted to die. And there was, like, a guy pushing me. Well, there was a guy in training walking next to me, and he could see my face. So I'm like every bump was just shattering my soul. And then all of a sudden we saw, like, there was gonna be a big bump to get out the main door. And he actually, like, before we started moving, I actually heard him say to the guy, like, try to go gently over that bump over there. Sir, I appreciate you. Thank you for noticing the pain I was in. I get it. You guys can't flatten the floor. but I appreciate you letting your buddy know, like, this is fucking sucking, and and trying to make it a little less awful. Getting into the car was terrible. That was super painful. Going up the steps to my apartment was super painful. Things were just rough. I will never forget those 2 horrible nights at the hospital. Yeah, that's my experience of staying in the hospital for 2 nights. If I ever am told at the hospital that I have a window to go ahead and do a BM, I'm gonna tell my entire family to bring me all the laxatives in the world because I'm going home. You're not keeping me here. That was an interesting experience. I hope I never have to spend multiple nights at a hospital ever again. That I was treated like I was a nuisance. So I didn't really appreciate that. It was only the night people. The day people were great. It was just the overnight people. I don't understand. And even my neighbor told me the overnight crew are not the same. She's like, I love the day crew. She's like, overnight, not so much. And yeah, after 2 nights in there, yeah, I get it. Because at least the day people didn't treat me like I was a pain in their ass for being like, hey, I'm sorry, I need help getting in and out of bed. I apologize. Like, I apologized every time. Food was great, though. Yeah. But anyway, that's my story.